Here's an absolutely delicious, foolproof chocolate cupcake recipe. They're super fluffy, moist, and delicious, and best of all, they're really easy to make. This recipe makes about 2.5 dozen cupcakes, so if you don't need that much, then just cut the recipe in half. Preheat your oven to 345 degrees and then blend up 150 grams of either semi-sweet chocolate chips or dark chocolate. Grind it up until it's mostly small chunks in powder, or you can grind it until it's completely powder. It doesn't really matter. Grab yourself a large bowl. We're going to measure out all the dry ingredients, including the sugar, starting with 350 grams of all-purpose flour, 370 grams of granulated sugar, 60 grams of your favorite high-quality cocoa powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and half a teaspoon of salt. Whisk it all together and set it aside. In a separate large bowl, add 1 cup minus 2 tablespoons of oil, 1 cup of room temperature buttermilk, 1 cup of room temperature coffee, 3 room temperature eggs, and 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. Now whisk this nasty looking mess together until it looks combined and the eggs are broken up and incorporated into everything else. Now all you have to do is add the dry ingredients into the wet ingredients bowl and mix it together. You can use a whisk, but be very careful not to overmix this batter because we did use all-purpose flour and you don't want to develop too much gluten, which will give you weird, gummy texture, and no one's gonna like that. So be really gentle here. I know it looks like I'm being pretty vigorous, but I have this sped up to almost 2x the speed. And then, of course, don't forget to add the chocolate. I nearly forgot to add it here. And then just mix that into your batter. I like to use either a 1/4 cup or an ice cream scoop to measure out my cupcakes. But because I'm left-handed, I prefer to use the 1/4 cup because the ice cream scoop, the little lever is on the wrong side. Anyways, just equally divide the batter amongst your cupcake tins and then bake in the oven at 325 degrees. Now, I know in the beginning of the video, I said to preheat your oven to 345 degrees. That's because when you open your oven to add the cupcakes, you lose about 15 to 20 degrees temperature. So if you have it preheated to 345 degrees, when you open the oven and put your cupcakes inside, it will be about 325 degrees, the perfect temperature to bake these cupcakes. Now you're going to bake them anywhere from 16 to 18 minutes, depending on the size of your cupcake liners and how much batter you added. I cool them in the baking tin for about 5 minutes and then turn them out onto a baking rack to cool completely before I store them. These cupcakes are so easy to make, completely foolproof. I've never messed up this recipe once, and they're so delicious. So I hope you enjoyed this recipe. I hope you give them a try. Thanks so much for watching, guys.